Well, you've heard of NPR, the National Public Radio. It's actually funded in part by the United States government. You listen to it, and there are some, pleasant monotone sounds, and there's been bits done about it on SNL. And at one time, NPR was kind of a middle of the road radio publication. But now, an insider, a guy who has worked there for 25 years, says it's heavily liberal. We're talking about Yuri Berliner, who's been there for 25 years and says he did a poll of people in the newsroom as far as their political affiliation. 87 registered Democrats, 0 Republicans. What led him to get to the point where he's trying to figure out which side people are on? Well, he lays out 3 different events that showcased a very biased point of view that got him thinking, what is happening here? So there are 3 different events that Berliner points to that he could specifically point out a bias for liberal ideologies. First was the Russia collusion, Russiagate scandal, where NPR had Adam Schiff on 25 plus times. Adam Schiff has been censured for spreading misinformation, by the way, but NPR basically adopted his talking points in the way they reported the entire incident, which turns out, according to the Mueller report, that was wrong. Then we have the Hunter Biden laptop story where NPR basically turned their head and did not report on it. Certainly a very specific omission to leave that out. And thirdly, Berliner talks about the COVID Wuhan origination and how the NPR team completely ignored the possibility that it was a leak, whether accidental or on purpose, and only reported on it being a natural phenomenon. So for a guy who considers himself middle of the road to liberal and worked at NPR for 25 years, he's seeing blatant bias for liberals. Now, my question is, should NPR continue to get taxpayer funding?